Today, we're talking about something more than just stress. We're going to get proactive. We're talking about forging your own personal shields against workplace burnout.
All right, let's just get right into it. Take a look at this question. Does that hit a little close to home? That feeling, right? You're just completely drained, like your work-life tank is flashing empty all the time. If that's you, trust me, you are so not alone.
But here's the good news. Feeling that way? It doesn't have to be your normal. It's time to stop just taking the hits. It's time to actually build your shield.
Okay, so if we're going to build a shield, first things first, we need to know what we're up against, right? We have to understand the battlefield. So let's break down this daily battle and figure out what's really draining our energy. This is so important. It's a total shift in perspective. Look at the left side. Bad management, crazy deadlines, a toxic culture. We can get so fixated on these things, right? But we can't really control them. Now look at the right. This is where the magic happens. This is what you can control. Your own priorities, your boundaries, how you choose to respond, and that is where we're going to start building.
All right, so we know where to focus our energy now. Let's start building that first line of defense. It's time to forge your inner shield, and that starts with one crucial thing: boundaries.
Okay, let's talk about this, because this quote is a total game changer. I think a lot of us feel, guilty or kind of anxious when we think about setting boundaries. We worry we'll look rude or like we're not a team player. Let's just throw that whole idea out the window right now. Boundaries aren't rude. They are straight-up survival tools.
So what does that actually look like in the real world? Well, it's pretty straightforward. First, you define your work hours and you actually stick to them. That time is for you. It's for recovery. It's not optional. Second, you get real about your workload. Seriously, overcommitting is just a fast-track ticket to burnout. And third, you learn to use simple, powerful phrases. Instead of that knee-jerk yes, you say, "Got it, I'll get to this by tomorrow." It's a small change that makes a huge difference.
So boundaries are your long-term strategy, right? Your fortress. But what do you do when the stress is hitting you, like right now, in the middle of the afternoon? That's when you need to deploy some in-the-moment defenses. These are small resets that have a massive impact. And here's a fantastic one that literally anyone can use. I don't care how busy you are. It's called the micro-break method. It's so simple. Step 1, just get away from your screen. Seriously, just that physical separation helps. Step 2, stand up, stretch, get the blood moving, release some of that tension in your shoulders. And step 3, breathe. Take a few deep breaths. Maybe look out the window, get some sunlight. You're basically hitting the pause button on your brain's stress response.
And here's the best part. Look at this. How long does this take? We're not talking about a half-hour yoga session here. We're talking 2 to 5 minutes. That's it. That's all it takes to give your nervous system a little reset. You have 2 minutes. We all have 2 minutes.
Okay, so these personal tactics are huge, but a really strong defense, it isn't just about you being tough. It's also about having backup. And this really says it all, doesn't it? A shield is always strongest when you're not holding it up all by yourself. So who's got your back? Who are your allies? Think about it for a second. Is there a coworker you can vent to who just gets it? Maybe a manager who's actually supportive? Or even just a friend completely outside of work who can give you some perspective? And hey, if things are really toxic, don't forget about HR or other support systems. They're there for a reason. And that idea of getting an outside perspective, it leads us perfectly to our next and maybe most important reinforcement. We have to build a life outside of work. I mean, look at that subtitle. Read it again. Your job is not your entire identity. And the way we do that is by having a stress outlet. And this definition is key. This isn't just about killing time. It's about finding a hobby or an activity that actively, purposefully reminds you that you are so much more than what you do for a living. So what could that be? Honestly, anything that recharges you. It could be exercise, a classic for a reason. It could be a hobby, painting, playing guitar, gardening, whatever. Maybe it's journaling, just to get your thoughts out. Or maybe it's just spending real quality time with people you love. The key thing to remember is that these are not luxuries. They're essential parts of your shield. Okay, we have all the pieces on the table now. It's time to put them all together into your personal burnout battle plan. And the whole point here is to start assembling this shield, not tomorrow, not someday, but today. So let's just run through the list one more time. What are the parts of your shield? Number 1, control what you can control. 2, set clear boundaries. 3, take those little micro breaks. 4, talk to your allies. And 5, build that life outside of work. That's it. That's your toolkit. And that brings us to our final thought. Because look, this isn't just about listening and nodding along. This is about doing. So I'm going to leave you with this one simple question. Looking at everything we've talked about, what's the very first piece of your shield that you're going to build today?